What's going on? Hey y'all, good morning. Happy Monday. Child, my stream yard is freezing up on me. Let me know if you can hear me, CMAC TV. Can you hear me? But thank you for joining if you can hear me. And hey to everybody in the clouds, please hit the like button if you can hear me, child. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. It's freezing up on me. I don't know. Can you hear me, CMAC TV? Goodness gracious to life. I don't want to start talking and nobody can't hear me. Oh, you can? Okay, good, good, good. Well, hey y'all, it's been a couple of days, right? I think the last time I came live was y'all. Please, hey everybody in the clouds, please hit the like button. Hey, Jaguar, please share the video if you can, right? But definitely hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I've been gone for a couple of days, child. Y'all know how I go. I get sidetracked by um our core matrix. And for me, our core matrix is our reality, the reality that we're living in right now, and the reality that we're living in right now, as it pertains to the world outside of the internet, is crazy, especially in this country, right? And so I get sidetracked with that. Hey, Miss Sandra, how you doing? But I am here today for the mess, okay? For the mess and whatever else, child. All right, I'm just glad y'all can hear me, right? So anyway, child, I don't know a lot that's been going on this weekend. I tried to do a quick scan to see if it was anything that I wanted to talk about. Well, happy birthday, Jace. Happy birthday, love. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful birthday. It's crazy it's your birthday on a Monday. Are you off today? If you're not off today, I hope you took off to enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed your birthday over the weekend, child. Okay. Child, it is cooling off, child, down south, and I am loving this weather. This is my type of weather, okay? I love sweater weather. All right, I can't wait. Child, it's my type of weather. I can put on my little cute clothes and everything. Ain't got to worry about sweating. Y'all know how that go, right? So anyway, like I said, I was trying to, um, you know, scan through, a whole lot of videos, try to play catch up. Oh, thank you. Yes, ma'am. I'm in Montego Bay. Oh, okay. Awesome. Honey, happy birthday and vacation, right? I know that's right. Child. You ain't got to worry about no sweater in Montego Bay, love. Child, I hope you enjoy yourself. You deserve it. Child, I know that's right, Montego Bay. Anyway, hey, y'all, please hit the like button. Share the video if you could, right? So, anyway, I just came in and have a little intimate conversation about some couple of things that I saw this weekend. I was trying to say. Love this weather soup. I know that's right, Miss Sandra. Miss Sandra, I'm pulling out my fall and winter recipes as we speak. Okay, it is crock pot weather for me, child. When it comes to that fall cooking, and I love it. I put everything in the pot. I put chili in the crock pot. I'm gonna make some beef stew in the crock pot. I'm gonna do that this week. Beef stew, by the way. Might do chili too. I don't know. Hey, AK, how you doing? What else am I gonna put in the porch? Got several things, several things. I know that's right, Miss Sandra, right? Child, like pulling out the recipes, child. Y'all know how they go. Put that stuff in a crock pot, set it on 6 hours. Honey, have your house smelling real good. That's my kind of food, right? I love winter food, fall and winter food. I'm here for it, child, right? So anyway, y'all, let me get off this subject right here. Cause y'all know I could go on about this food forever, right? So anyway, I did see as I was surfing around. I was really surfing around over there at the on the Anglo side, and listen to MAGA. What's going on with MAGA and the separation? Child Marjorie Taylor Greene going off. I'm thinking, Marjorie, where you getting that PAC money from, girl? But anyway, and we can talk about that later if you want to. I was listening to that. Y'all know I love politics. I love geopolitics. They done freed. I saw Good Morning America where they done freed some of the hostages. I believe. I don't know if they freed all of them. Oh, thanks, Sunshine. You're making me hungry. Thanks for the super chat, love. Right, child. I be thinking about them. It's time for them crock pot recipes, child. I'm trying to tell you. Mm-mm. I'm also gonna make me a Mississippi pot roast with some potatoes in the crock pot. I thought about making it yesterday, but we went out yesterday and so I didn't do it. But I might do the pot roast this Sunday. But all the fixings on the side, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. You get me sidetracked, sunshine. You get me sidetracked. Like I said, I can talk about these crock pot recipes forever, right? And also, y'all, I got me a new Drew Barrymore crock pot. I cannot wait to use it. I cannot wait. I got me a Drew Barrymore crock pot. Yay! Anyway, I've been wanting one forever. I finally got it, right? So anyway, I'm getting my lines crossed here. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Back to this cooking, right? So anyway, I was happy to hear that the hostages that have been, held for what 2 years, um, the ones that are left, still on this side, have been released. I don't know if all of them have been released. I know that some of them have been released. I'm happy for the Palestinian people. I don't know what it is that they're going back home to besides a pile of rubble, but I'm sure they'll try to rebuild. I hope they will. Netanyahu is not too happy about this, but it is what it is. But anyway, on to the B sector drama, right? Pumpkin spice, everything. I'm not into pumpkin spice like that, you know. But hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is, child. But look, listen. So I did as I'm surfing around yesterday, I get a notification that TrezurLane went live, right? And I was like, "Ooh, finally some content I can sink my teeth into, something that I want to take seriously, something that I actually want to hear, right?" Hey, TT Speaks, how you doing, love? Y'all please hit the like button, share the video if you can, right? So anyway, I'm listening to TrezurLane yesterday, yay, because he don't come over here a lot on this side, and he's doing a live and he's talking about one of the questions that he asked. He said a lot of people say that there are not any sectors here in YouTube land, and he was asking if we believe that there were sectors, and I said yes, there are. Different sections of YouTube, different sectors, if you will, of YouTube, right? Which is true. So yes, I believe in sectors, right? I put down in the chat that I've been through three of them, right? And because first I was in the old black sector, I had to leave that old black sector, honey. It had when I learned from that sector not to get invested, not to take these people seriously, and a whole lot of things, because it was ridiculous over there with those people that I had to deal with, and I was speaking on that last week that I would never put myself in that type of situation again. But I left, right? I left that sector, and went to the entertainment sector with Tasha K and them over there, and TrezurLane was talking about what he had went through, when he was dealing with the Dr. Heavily interview, right? And he was talking about the Carlos King interview that he had with Beyonce's dad, right? And how they had to get out of some ghetto wherever they were, right? Rio de Janeiro, somewhere. They had to get over there because Sony wouldn't pay, the gangsters over there, the people that ran the ghettos or whatever, over there, right? And I put in the chat, yeah, they could have got kidnapped, right? And so just cause Sony didn't want to pay him, right? So anyway, he was talking about that, and he was also talking about, mm, yeah, I believe it is. Uh, hey, Peaches, how you doing? And so yeah, he was talking about that, and they absolutely could have been kidnapped because you can't go to a foreign country and think you're going to be treated like you're going to be treated over here in this country, honey. That ain't how it work, okay? And so I believed what he said, and he said, "Hey, Tisa, how you doing?" And he also said that they got out of there, they didn't ask no questions, blah blah blah. But then he said, "There's definitely, yeah, absolutely, there's sectors in YouTube. Like I said, I've been through three of them, right?" And then he was talking about, how they had to get airlifted out of there, and I believe it. You know what I mean? And so he said that, I guess the Beehive, wanted more tea about the incident. So they turned on him because he went so far. And I think they really turned on Carlos King because he didn't continue to ask questions, right? And so they start, trolling or dragging or whatever they do, the Beehive does, when it comes to Beyonce, right? But I'm thinking the man said enough. He said what he wanted to say. You know what I mean? And I responded that a lot of these people, especially, I'm not gonna say all, but some young people, they have been raised up on the internet. Thank God I wasn't. They don't. They have a mixed version of reality, right? And you can't say whatever you want to say, even on the internet, right? And a lot of these young people don't realize that, right? And so, but he said what he had to say. Carlos didn't respond, ask him any follow up questions, and they moved it right along. And he likened that to the interview that he did with Dr. Heavenly and what had happened allegedly with her sons and stuff, right? And how he didn't ask a whole lot of questions and he wasn't supposed to, and I agree with him on that because you don't want to mess up these celebrities that you deal with. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to be too messy. You know what I mean? Just if you get an interview, you get an interview. You keep the peace. They share what they want to share. Then you move it right along, right? Because you don't want to mess up that type of contact, right? So and it's hard when you go to the entertainment sector over there. It's very hard, and you have to really have to dedicate a lot of your time to that sector over there, honey. But when it came to, then we start, he talked about Tasha K a little bit, and I said this Tasha K had been right since she had that interview with Star Marie. She started dealing with Star Marie concerning Cardi B, and after I saw Star Marie doing this alleged video in a graveyard where she was really spinning spells, um, and I said, it's time for me to go. And Tasha K ain't been right since the Star Marie Cardi B situation. We know what happened between her and Cardi B. Lovely T even got sick. And I wanted to put it in the chat, but y'all know I don't do a whole lot of typing. That YouTube is not a team sport, okay? Now, when that whole confrontation started out, Lovely T and Tasha K was together, right? So, but Lovely T quickly left it alone, thought she saw it going left, and she erred on the side of caution and got out of the situation, right? But not Tasha K. She kept going because, like Treasure said, she want to be some kind of shock jock. But girl, you can't be Wendy Williams. You can't be a shock jock. That's why Tasha K is not gonna go no further than YouTube, unfortunately. But she went too far. Like she didn't have no chill, right? Is it just me? I'm just not interested in the lives of celebrities. I'm trying to navigate my life for myself. I mean, well, for a lot of people, it's entertainment. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's a lot of work when you're in the entertainment sector. Some people might think it's easy, but it's not. I absolutely could not, you know, uh, spend the time because you got to be when you're doing celebrity news, honey. You on the internet and you on other spaces, 24 hours a day, damn near, right? You trying to get contacts. You trying to talk to people's people. It's a lot. Yeah, she crossed the line too many times. Yes, she did. And so R.I.P. Diane Keaton, if y'all know who that is. I love me some Diane Keaton. I love several movies that she was in. I love her as the Don's wife in one of my favorite movies in the world, which is The Godfather books 1, 2, and 3. A lot of people don't like The Godfather book 3. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Uh, and then Diane Keaton did this movie called The Family Stone, right? And I loved it. Oh, I loved her in The First Wives Club. Just so many movies she did. So rest in peace, Diane Keaton. Hey, Stomp Down, Greg Wise and Miss O. I'm waiting on you to discuss how Big Deanna and her crew got run up on real bad by multiple children during her country form Oktoberfest outing. Stated she wasn't ready for. I had no idea. I didn't see the video. I don't know nothing about that Stomp Down. I really don't. I didn't see the video. Like I said, I was mostly. Um I was mostly dealing with. I heard Trezur, but like I said, I was mostly dealing with, what's going on with MAGA and Trump, and in the Gaza situation and stuff like that. But I didn't hear about that. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I hope she okay. Tisha said, "Don't get me wrong. I've tried to listen to their issues. Their issues just different than mine, so I just can't relate. Yeah, like I said, I can't relate either. You know, what I mean, I don't got the type of problems that they. I don't have the type of problems that they have. But everybody love a good look. With some people, a lot of people love a good little dose of celebrity gossip, and that's all it is for him, right? Jaguar, rest in peace, Diane Keaton. I loved her. I loved her movies. Like I really did. They don't make movies like they used to, unfortunately. But I love Diane Keaton, especially in the Godfather movies, especially. you know. And so she just really seemed like she was a really cool lady. She dressed really, really well, and I just really liked her. Old Hollywood was something else. They don't do good. They don't make good movies like they used to. And so yeah, so yeah. The children said she ate all the candy that was meant for them. Oh wow, that's scary. I'm not a worshiper of celebrities. I'm not either. But I'm entertained by their shenanigans. Yeah, I don't worship nobody. I don't. The only thing I worship is my God. Okay, He's the Most High Creator. I am not impressed. I'm not overly impressed by anybody. If you can tell, I hope you can tell. Okay, for real. Mm-mm. And so anyway, where was I? Yeah, so Treasure was talking about that. Then he talked about, now I didn't know nothing about this, right? Then he talked about some content creator that was going off on him about the Dr. Heavenly interview. I guess he said the content creator can't stand Dr. Heavenly. So he said he rolled up on her. He said she was playing his video and all of this and all that, but he didn't strike her. She had more, people than him. And, he went over there to have a conversation with her, right? Now, I disagree with that part because I don't care how many subscribers you got. Okay, you can have one or 100,000 or a million, right? If you play my content, I'm going to strike your ass. It ain't nothing to talk about. I'm not gonna do that. I didn't agree with that part. But he said he went over there and had a conversation with her. She changed her tune and come to find out she overly invested and don't like Dr. Heavenly, but she probably don't know Dr. Heavenly, right? But that's overly invested. You know what I mean? That's what that means. You can. It's a slippery slope for some people when it comes to the internet, and you can become overly invested, right? So I understood where he was coming from, you know what I mean? Because I learned that lesson, like I said, in an old black sector, and it will never happen to me again, ever. I don't know these people. I don't know nobody on here for real. So it is what it is, okay? But some people don't see it that way, right? So anyway, I likened that. I got that, and I know, I'm sure that Treasure wasn't trying to, when he talked about the different sectors, hey, Black Pearl, and when he talked about his experience with another sector, celebrity news and stuff. But, I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? I don't know if he's trying to teach a lesson or if that's something he just want to talk about. If he's trying to teach a lesson the long way or not, right? But I liken that to something I have been noticing in the beef sector, right? So, uh, another thing I was listening to a little bit, the other part of the title of the video was the thousand, what I call, it was absolutely great commentary. I loved it. You know what I mean? it's only some, I can listen to some people and take them seriously, and some people I can't. So I take TrezurLane seriously. He a OG, and he ain't with all the bull crap, right? The storylines and y'all know how it go, right? So anyway, I listen to that, right? So as I'm listening to the situation about what I'm calling $1,000 Ness-Cation Clout chase, and the reason why I call it that, and the reason why I got to thinking about what James was talking about was this Stephen and Ness-Cation situation, right? So I try to listen to a little bit of it. I know that Stephen has been doing videos and going on press tours, panel tours concerning Ness and how he got uninvited because of the Jay Dunn situation, and all of this and all that. I'm thinking, but so was this intentional or not intentional? Because to me, it sounded like a clout chase. Now I don't know if it started out as a clout chase, but here's the thing, and I'm gonna liken it to James' video. You have to be careful, right? When you have uh people that are not really beef sector joining your sector, right? Now we got a whole bunch of Umarians over here, and all of this and all of that, right? And so they're really making I feel like that maybe their sector is I mean, maybe a lot of people left and they came over here, and then more people want to come over here or whatever. But you gotta, yeah. Let me tell y'all this. I don't know if there's nobody in here from a couple of years ago. But when ZX first came over here, he caused a whole lot of trouble, right? So I used to call him the Death Star, right? And what I meant by that was he was wreaking havoc. He was trying to he went through Jay Wilson's panel. He was wreaking havoc everywhere he went, right? So I started calling him the Death Star, right? And so, but the reason why I called him Death Star is because he didn't come from this sector. Hey Betty Boo, Miss O yeah, he went on a press tour, child, a panel press tour. Yes, he did. And so the reason why I like I said, I called him the Death Star because he came over here starting trouble, right? Him and his crew or whatever, right? You don't see it at first, but the big sector got a real bad problem of inviting these other sector interlopers, right? And what I mean by other sector interlopers is they will turn on these sector folks. I mean, it's drama. You like who you like or whatever, but you got to be careful, right? In my opinion, you have to be careful. That is the reason why I don't know anything about a lot of these people that are over here. Hey, Lee Pepper, y'all, yeah, y'all, please hit the like button. Okay, thank you, Lee Pepper. I forgot all about saying that. Hey, Peaches M, I'm not feeling these new people. And everything seems right, and it's really starting to seep through. You know what I mean? And you got to be careful, like who you invite on your panel. And in the Ness situation, we know that she's having a Ness-Cation, right? So she's having a Ness-Cation, and then Stephen from the Umar sector, he was gonna go on, like I said, the Ness-Cation. He got uninvited. Ever since then, he's been doing a press tour or whatever. But I'm thinking, was this whole thing just a clout chase anyway? Cause he's done videos about her or whatever. He's done a press tour. Now he's saying that he is in fact still taking his vacation to Seattle. Miss O, could you please state by name the individuals you have invited who have invited who have invited said individuals to the beef sector? Well, when it comes to the Umar sector, I thought it was Brianna, but I think somebody said somebody else brought him in. Then somebody said something about Lemon. I don't know who is that, or maybe they just popped up. I don't know how exactly they got over here in the beginning, but they have they are slowly trying to integrate themselves into this sector. Now, hey Peaches, the boy seems weird. He hits panels and just start asking questions. He is his voice is creepy. Now, see, here's the thing. I agree with that, right? Miss O, I love your thumb. Yes, honey, that is the great Nina Simone on my thumbnail. Thank you for mentioning that, Empress. Thank you for noticing, who that is on the thumbnail. Okay, that ain't some random lady, and a lot of younger people might not know who that is. Well, honey, that is the great Nina Simone. If you don't know who Nina Simone is, please Google Nina Simone. Okay, she is so much more than a singer. She was a activist. Y'all, please hit the like button. She was a wonderful. She's a wonderful, brilliant woman. But that is the great Nina Simone on the thumbnail. Okay, so anyway, and he is a bit creepy to me. All of those Umar people are that I have heard are a bit creepy to me. They are not just the Umarians. You had the Mo 3 people come over here. They was about that drama, right? But I don't go to any of these, I guess, sectors, if you will call it, like I agree with James with, and try to learn their storylines or anything, right? I don't go chasing waterfalls. Okay, what that song say? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Okay. Now in this situation, um, when it comes to the Umar sector, I feel like those people are really, really different, right? I think they are that is the type of sector that goes scorched earth, right? They go scorched earth on their people. They have absolutely no chill, right? So when it comes to Ness and this what is his name, this Stephen person, like I said, he been on a press tour, he doing all this and all that. And you have, and oh, I know where I was. He said he going on the Ness-Cation anyway, right? But he's taking a trip anyway. He said he spent over $1,000. He booked his hotel, and all of this and all of that. And he's going anyway, right? He said he gonna meet up with Shakim. Well, Shakim is from the Umar sector. He said he gonna meet up with. I heard him say he gonna meet up with Shakim, and I think he said Brian. Brian, I don't care how much money you done raised, Brian. Brian, if you can hear me, Brian, keep your butt at home, Brian. Do not go on this trip, Brian. Exit stage left, Brian. Okay, leave it alone. Let it go. All right, the Asian half ninja that has been introduced to the beef sector is a mess. I can't. Well, now he think he's slicker than a snicker. He think he's smarter than the average bear. That Stephen person seems really confused. But on the other hand, Jay Wilson is eating that situation up for whatever reason. It's really weird to me how Jay Wilson has intertwined himself with the drama. But you know how he is. I was listening to Ness play his video, and he got really worked up, and all of this and all that. I'm thinking, boy, calm down, Jay Wilson. I know you got to do what you got to do for your coin, but honey, this thing is driving you crazy, baby. You need a vacation. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Period. No longer can watch. Something that said every time I hear Mr. Talent, I'm gone. Can't say. Talent is a He-Man black woman. I hate it from the manosphere, in my opinion, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Oh, I know what I want to tell y'all too in a minute. My parents played her music. Now I play her music. Teach my children. I know that's right. Brian, Brian. Can you hit the link, Brian? Because I want to talk to you, Brian. Even the beef sector stubbies are, yeah, a lot of the sector stubbies are new. But y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video. Can y'all get me to 100 likes? I would really appreciate it. So anyway, let me know if you can hit the link, Brian. For real. Okay, so like I said, he said he going anyway because he paid his money. That is absolutely his prerogative. He got every right to go. He said he took out work and he worked hard for his money, and I absolutely understand that. But I still feel like it's some sort of clout chase. And like I said, it seemed like those people in the Umar sector, they go scorched earth, okay? And that Botox in his forehead look a bit off. Child, can he blink? Is his eyebrows up to his once his supposed which once was okay? I'm gonna drop it, Brian. Which is supposed to be his hairline, child. I don't understand. Jay Wilson has been on Ness's neck ever since she cussed him out really bad. I mean, and I understand that, but even Jay Wilson is chasing waterfalls, right? Even Jay Wilson and Brian and whoever else need to stick to the rivers and the lakes that they used to, right? Because let me get this thing for Brian. Let me get this link for Brian, right? Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can copy it. My thing has been tripping, y'all. My what do you call it? Stream, I was tripping this morning. I was trying to upload some uh some stuff to show y'all, and it won't let me show it. Let me see if I can drop the link though. I don't know. I'm gonna try, Brian. Oh, there you go. Hit the link, Brian. Hit the link if you can. You can drop it. There you go. Stump Down said quite a few people are saying that Pastor is going to use Stephanie. and cast him out. Of course he is. People are saying Pastor is going to do a Tommy and Castro on him. They was well, yeah. Well, Jay Wilson, Jay won't do that to everybody. Okay, Stomp Down, you know how he is. Okay, y'all please hit the like button. You know how he is. Brian, I dropped the link. Please hit it if you can. Right. But this, like I said, these people, something I don't know all of them. I really don't know nothing about that sector. But the few interactions that I've heard, and it seems like they really have some type of game plan because they have been for a long time trying to submit themselves in this sector, right? And when it comes to these people are even different, in my opinion, than the Mo 3 sector, right? So we had the Mo 3 sector try to submit themselves at one point in time, you know. And I think we was too boring for the Mo 3 sector, honestly, because we don't pull up on people for real. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to the Umar sector, I don't know what they do, but I know they go scorched earth, like they try to destroy people's lives literally, you know. And so, Brian, I dropped the link. You can hit it if you want to. And so, like I said, we've done it before, here in the B sector, but it's different, right? And so I think Jay Dunn was trying to intertwine herself with Stephen. Let me see, is this Brian, y'all? Hold on. And maybe Jay Dunn even done pulled back from it. Maybe she have, maybe she haven't. I don't know. But some folks you need to leave alone. Okay, I mean it ain't got to be all that. Let me see. Is this Brian? Hold on,
Hello,
Brian.
hello.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, let me take this. Let me take the thing down. I'm just making sure it was you. There you go.
Okay, is that
Uh,
Viola Davis or is that Nina Simone that was on
Nina
that?
Simone.
Oh, okay, they kind of
That's
look like
Nina
Viola.
Simone on the thumbnail too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've seen that though, but they kind of look like Viola Davis. That picture you just put up.
Oh,
I like
okay.
Viola Davis.
Yeah, I like Viola Davis too. She's a great actress as well.
Hmm.
Did you know? Have you ever seen any Diane Keaton movies? Cause she passed away.
Yes, yes. She had this movie with Mandy Moore. It was some years ago,
Oh,
but I know
was
that
it the
she.
Family Stone?
I'm not sure, but I know her. She's very recognizable by
Yes,
her,
I
by
love
her
Diane
suit and
Keaton.
ties that she used to wear. Suit and
I
tie.
know, right?
I used to love that about her. But I
Yes,
watched,
I loved her style, Brian. I really did.
and then I was
Yeah.
really, and then I was really fascinated with Goldie Hawn back in the day. So I know she did
Mm-hmm.
a movie with Goldie Hawn.
Yeah, the first
And
Five Club.
oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, oh yeah, I watched that. I don't know the name
Mm-hmm.
of it, but I remember it used to come on TV when they used to play movies on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch that a lot. But she was a good actress,
Yes,
and
she was.
I really recognized her name though.
Yeah, I mean, she's a great actress. I loved her. I loved her work. You know what I mean? Like I really did. She was one of my faves, especially when she did The Godfather. You know what I mean?
I didn't
And
even
so
know
yeah.
she was in. I didn't even know that. I was thinking about Michelle Pfeiffer and Scarface, so I
Mm.
kind of went to a different place, but I didn't know that she was in The Godfather. I never watched that movie. I never saw those movies with Al Pacino.
Really?
I swear to God, I never seen none of
Are
those
you
movies.
kidding me?
I never seen him,
Brian,
but I like Al Pacino as an actor. I
Brian,
like him.
listen to me, Brian. Stop one weekend when you off and you ain't got nothing to do. You need to watch the Godfather books 1, 2, and 3. She
Hmm.
is Don Corleone's wife in the Godfather. Oh my God, that's one of the greats. I love Godfather's book 1, 2, and 3. A lot of people don't like book 3, but I love book 3. You know,
I'm gonna have
and
to watch that.
so
I'm gonna
huh?
have to watch that. I remember I watched this one movie with, and I know it might sound cliche due to the lifestyle, but I watched this one movie with Al Pacino when he went undercover into, they had a gay serial killer. You know what I'm talking about? That movie.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? That movie that he
I
went
know what you're
undercover.
talking about, and I
Yeah,
don't remember the name of it, but he was a cop.
yeah. So
I
that's
know
the only
exactly.
album.
Yeah.
That's the only, look and look and look. And God forgive me, I found that by accident. I was looking for something else, so I didn't want to go into that.
Mhm.
But I,
Well, you know the movie called The Family Stone with Diane Keaton in it. She had a gay son, and he was deaf, and he was married to this black man. And it was kind of a rom com, but not a, but it was like a family Christmas style movie.
Yeah.
And she started it. She was the mama, and I think it was Mandy Moore that was her daughter. And there was just one scene in it that made me cry. Diane Keaton had cancer, terminal cancer in the movie, and she was
Oh,
gonna die. And one of the son's girlfriends found a picture of her, and she was pregnant, and she was so beautiful on the picture. And she said, "That's you inside. That is you in there." And she was pointing to her stomach on the picture, telling the daughter that that was her. When she was pregnant with her, it was beautiful.
I
It
never
was like,
seen. I've never seen that movie, but it sounds like something that because I like to cry while watching movies.
oh, I cried. Oh
I'm
my
a
god.
crier.
Oh my god, Brian, I cried real tears. I was like, oh.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And it's this movie that you're talking about that sounds just like it. It was the one with Susan Sarandon and Julia Roberts' stepmom.
Oh
Man,
yes,
oh my
yes,
God. Oh my
yes,
God, my God, my God.
yes.
I must have
Hmm.
cried my whole, and then
Yes,
I
and
went
she
home
trying to
depressed.
get them girls that step my. Oh my God! Yeah, I don't know the name of that one either, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so what's
some of them
going on
movies
now? Why
really
you
make
wanted
me
me to hit
cry.
the why you wanted me to hit the link? I'm
Okay, hold
confused.
on. Let me speak to these people. Hey, Max.
What's up,
Jesus
Mac?
said, notice how people from the beef sector can't go over there and talk about their business. This sector is the only one to let people outside come talk about their yeah, and then that they have their own drama, and they don't like if you say something about somebody that they don't like, honey, it'll be a problem. And I'm like, oh my God. Because I said so is the movie on one of my okay. Looking for Mr. Goodboy was good too. He's always been extremely in love with whiteness. Going on mute due to you being messy, Stone. I love
Oh,
Diane.
oh,
I'm
oh,
not.
that's something that okay. Yeah, says the person that does white people stuff, Miss Olivia. Like,
Uh
what would you do if somebody come and knock on your door from the internet? Would you
oh.
get that special out your house? And
Well, see now, first of all, they would have to get past my dog. I got
mm-hmm,
a almost 200-pound Rottweiler, and he
mm-hmm,
don't do good with strangers. But if for
mm,
some reason they got past my Rottweiler, they would meet my lemon squeeze,
mm,
because that's what my
mm,
grandmama used to call it, if you know what
mm-hmm,
I mean.
mm-hmm.
And because we have a stand your ground state in the state of Tennessee,
In
and
Texas.
I have been hunting deer and rabbits and things of that nature since I was 10 years old. Is when I shot my first lemon squeeze, and
Mm-hmm.
they would get a big old sugar from my lemon squeeze. That's what would happen. Absolutely. Hmm.
So while Stump Down is saying I'm in love with whiteness, Miss Olivia, I love all people. I'm starting to love black people. I'm starting to get in tune with my black people. I love
Oh,
dark
I'm so
chocolate
glad you
people.
said it because I'm gonna start doing more content centered around um again, I used to do
Mhm.
actual content, and then I stopped doing it because nobody didn't want to hear it. But I'm gonna start doing it again, whether some people want to hear it or not.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, I'm gonna talk about ancient Nubia, the Nubian, the Nubian pharaohs, the Nubian dynasty.
Hmm.
Because a lot of people don't know, to the spoils go to victor. That's what they say, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of people don't realize that the Cushites overthrew the Egyptians, and it was the Cushite dynasty for 91 years when they overthrew Egypt. And a
Hmm.
lot of the history was destroyed because the Holy Roman Empire and the other Egyptians. And a lot of people think a lot of black people love Kemet, right? And then you don't, they love Kemet because they don't know nothing about the true black pharaohs. The true black pharaohs were not Egyptians; they were Cushites, and a lot of people don't know that. But anyway, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
And that's
and
one of the videos.
I would be so interested in learning about that because the skin shades really ain't that different, huh? The skin tones to us black people to the excuse me, Egyptians, but that's a
Hmm.
different story. But let me just tell
Well,
you this, and
see,
I'm
let me tell you this for you saying that because we're getting
Mhm.
off course here, and
Oh
right.
yes,
The
ma'am, yes.
reason why I called you up here, and hey everybody into the chat, y'all please hit the
Oh,
like button. Please share the video
before
if
you
you
say
can,
that though,
right?
let me say. but I'm so sorry to be rude. Let me just say this so I can be quiet.
Okay.
A stump down said that's my whiteness. I brought all of that up to say that that's very rich from somebody that's married to a Mexican, correct? And he's not even black himself. But anyway,
No,
I'll go on mute. I'll go on mute. I love
Lord. But
I love
anyway,
all
Brian,
people. And
this why I asked you to come up, baby, right? So, Brian, I don't want you to go on that trip. And the reason why I don't want you to go on that trip, I don't care how much money you done raise, I don't give a damn, right? It is what it is. The reason why I don't want you to go on that trip is cause that stepping situation and that Umar sector, that involvement they got going on. And he said he was gonna meet up with you and Shakim. I don't even understand. So if you're being disinvited from the trip, right? That's what I'm doing, character. I'm asking Brian the trip about. I'm doing an education conversation. Are you listening? And so the whole thing seems a bit shady to me. I feel like it was $1,000 clout chase in the first place. He said he bought it, and then he seemed like he real. He seemed. You ever met somebody to where you have to really baby them and kind of slow walk them, holding their hand into a situation, and nobody ain't got time to do that with grown people, okay? And it seemed like he required a lot of attention, right? And so, but I'm thinking the reason why he required it, either that's him for real, and he real extra sensitive, or it was part of the cloud chase. And I'm thinking, well, why he want to meet Brian? You know what I mean? Like what is the motive here? And I just the whole thing just seems suspect to me. So that's why I said I didn't want you to go.
well, let me tell you this, Miss Olivia. I am the wrong person for them to play with.
I know. That's why I don't want you to go.
Especially in person. You know,
Mm,
i'm I'm going down there to have a good time and to meet Ness. I wanted to meet Ness. I wanted to finally meet Honest Row, and
okay.
and a few other people that I'm going to go meet. But
Yeah.
the whole thing with Stefan, I think that there are some red flags with him,
Absolutely. Thank you.
and the whole Jay Don situation. Jay Don,
Hmm.
so I mean, there is some red flags, but come to find out, Jay Dunn is trying to use him to process serve Shakim.
Oh
That's
wow.
that's wh- that's why Jay Dunn is trying to get in contact with
And
Steph.
both of them are from the Umar sector. They have history. So how
Yeah,
is that going to work?
yeah. And my thing is, how is Shakim gay from the Umar sector, and how is Stephen gay from the Umar sector? So is the Umar sector being falsely represented by these? I mean, are there a lot of
What?
undercover gay men in that
Well, now,
sector?
well, honey, it's undercover gay men in the manosphere, okay. But as far as well, now Shakim, he came out. Well, he was pulled out the closet, over here. But I think that they had been implying or thinking that Shakim, was like at least gay for pay or something. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And
Mm-hmm.
or something was going on
Well,
because
Honest
they
Row was
said he
already
had some kind
funding
of phone
him.
call with somebody's teenager or something like that. Something was going on. I know I
Well,
heard that. I'm sorry, go
uh,
ahead.
oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad that you said that because when you said that he was gay for pay, I remember Honest Row telling me that remember I came up over here and I told you that Honest Row gave Shakim money before
Mm-hmm.
and this
Mm-hmm.
and that. Okay, so I kind of figured that before Shakim even came out the closet. But
Mm.
the other day over there at Ness's, I don't know if you watched this. Some guy named Audio Pope hit the link and said that Shakim was talking to underage people. And then Shakim accused him of being convicted,
Mm.
accused Audio Pope of being convicted of the R word on some.
Oh,
So it was a lot of underage accusations
oh my
going
God.
around. And then Ness stepped in and said, but they already disproved that about Shakim. I never heard of that until I was over there and Audio Pope hit the link when it was
Mm.
me,
Well, I
Ness,
had
and
heard it. I
Shakim.
had heard it, but it was that happened in the Umar sector. And of course, it's gonna carry over here. You know what I mean? But yeah, I did hear it. Mm-hmm.
Well, so is it true? Is it
I don't know. I don't know the specifics of the situation, but let me tell you what I heard from what I can remember now. I don't. I really don't. I really try to focus on the beef sector, but
Yeah.
it came over here. And hey, everybody that came in, can y'all please hit the like button? Can somebody tell me if I got 100 likes yet? And so, let me read Max Boogie said, "Yep, Ben came out. Sha- Shakim was, gay from day one. Gay from day on sector. That's why I couldn't understand how did Lemon out him. Well, the reason why I said limit out him and everybody, and a lot of people, thank you, Dr. Creo, is because he went into his computer and he threatened him. And I don't think Shakim actually has said that he was gay until that happened. If you can remember, Max, because that happened and then the reason why, in my opinion, that Lemon did that is because well, we got 55 likes. Shall we on the way to 100? It's because, in my opinion, what is his name? Lemon, try to out him to cover up from what they seen in Vegas. Because you can't tell me as soon as they seen him that she didn't realize that he was gay with them baby making hips and all of this and all of that he had going on in Vegas. Lemon didn't out him, his own sector did. It's a video. I'm talking about as far as over here goes. Now I don't know. Like I said, I don't get too involved with those people, with people in general in other sectors, because I don't dabble like that. But if it comes to the beef sector and I hear about it, and I remember it, I will speak on it. Like I said, I don't know, and I don't even care what went on, honestly. And let me see this MacBook in somebody else's sector because people want you to get involved in their drama. And I don't want to get involved with nobody else's drama from no other sector. I'm just saying what I heard over here. I'm going to say, I'm even going to put allegedly on that. Okay? You see what I'm saying, Brian?
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Hey, Max, is this you? Max? Are you on mute, Max?
Yeah, I'm on mute. I'm sorry. Hey, Miss
Okay.
O. Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's
So
up?
his sector is the one. His sector Lemon didn't out him. I don't care what he went in his computer and saw. He didn't out him. That man sector came over here and told these people that that boy was gay. Gave us all the videos of Shakim being gay for pay. Shakim was on his own live on his own panel bragging about being gay for pay, and those were the videos that his sector came over here and bought to y'all sector. I was here from day one when Lemon went over there and was mesh welling with them people. Lemon didn't out him. Lemon just wanted to see for herself. So when he saw it for himself, like everything the people came from his sector and said, it was true. What I feel like, as far as Shakim taking advantage of people saying Lemon out him, it was to try to make Lemon look like the bad guy. Shakim Ben knew he was gay. He was never in the closet. It was never no DO situation with him. He always knew that and always admitted it. People just overlooked it to, I don't know why, but they just overlooked the shit. And it was never no secret. It was never no secret that he was gay. He's always admitted to it. That's why I just didn't
Well,
understand how
here's
Lemon
the
got that big
thing.
jacket.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the thing that was discussion about what Lemon did was he went in that man's personal. He left and he smoked a cigarette. They say then he went through his computer, took some screen snapshots or whatever, and he tried to blackmail him with that information. And that is
So
sleazy and is
okay, now
absolutely
the blackmailing
disgusting.
part is messed up. Yeah, the blackmailing part about it was messed up. But
Yes, it
if you
is.
leave if you leave your computer open for me to watch a video, Miss O, let's say
Mm-hmm.
if I'm at your house right now and we watching Brian live and you get a notification from Jack or
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be, I'm supposed to unsee it. You get
No, you're not
notifications, you
supposed to
get news
unsee it,
coming through here.
but if we supposed to be cool, why would you try to hold that over my head when you get back from the vacation?
Because
See, that's the sleazy
you
part.
already tried to set me up with your mans, and then when y'all came to my sector trying to make me look crazy, and y'all all came over here and roached off me and came up, got a whole chat for me. All of them, from Shakim to Binary to all of them, came over here and ate off limit. So yeah, I'm gonna take pictures of
Well,
whatever
I
I
mean, yeah,
can that I can
they're
get of you
seeping,
because
they're
for my
seeping
own, yeah.
through, they're seeping through more and more. But as far as that, I don't unlike, and I really, we'll never really know what happened between Shakim and Lemon, in Vegas, in my opinion, because before they even went to Vegas, they was vibing with each other, in my opinion, and they was feeling each other. So, and then the whole thing with the bus and all that time they spent alone, and it's just like a whole lot of shady stuff. But the stuff about the computer was for a reason, and Lemon was wrong for that. I don't give a fuck if somebody added him in another sector or not. You don't do that to somebody that you on vacation with, and that you maybe not even calling friend, but you calling cordial, and you gonna come back and threaten somebody because you want to cover up your own shit. Just like everybody knows Shaquem gay, everybody know Lemon gay. Okay, whether they want to recognize, admit it to themselves or not, my gaydar ain't never wrong. Okay, and that motherfucker got a BBL body. He just got it natural. Okay, and that's my
Not a
opinion about it.
BBL, not a BBL body.
Yep,
Oh
good
shit.
fuck, dude. Mhm. Yeah, I bet he be sitting there waiting for his mama to go to work and playing in her clothes and shit and her wigs and shit.
Oh,
Okay?
Yeah, but my thing is with the shock him shit, he was already gay. Like I
Yeah,
knew
I don't
that.
even
Like
care.
everybody knew
It was
that.
I'm just talking about what Lemon did. I don't even care. I really don't. Like I said, the thing about the purpose of the whole conversation, Max, is have these other sector interlopers. Some of them see the beef sector is too thirsty. They so quick to turn on each other for these other people. Then they
People.
find themselves in a whole other different level of drama. And when it comes to this Umar sector guy, this Stephen guy, I don't. I think it's more than the clout chase going on. You got this Umar sector guy doing all this and all that over here. You know, going on panel tours and shit like that on the whole press run. Cause of Ness, it seemed like he wanted her to spoon feed him and handle him with courage till he got on the damn trip. And now all of a sudden he going on the trip anyway. And so what did you going on? Okay, so you going on, you got a right to go on the trip because you spent your money on it. But you don't have a right to try to slick, be shady, or cause some kind of chaos on this trip. And that's why I told Brian, I said, Brian, you don't need to go. Brian said he going.
oh, I'm going
I can tell Brian ain't nothing to play with
at
in
all.
real life. And I think Brian will slap a bitch. And I don't want
And a
Brian to
nigga.
go. I want Brian to go to jail.
I
Like
don't,
I really don't.
Mr. Lipia.
Huh?
I am so non-violent. I'm a teddy bear, but baby, if my life is in danger, I turn into
Yeah,
a psycho. I turn into a Black Panther. Okay,
yeah,
Okay,
I ain't
straight
cause
worried
up.
see, if
about
I
I
go
ain't
on
worried about
vacation
Brian.
with somebody, which will never happen, but if you cross me wrong and you start talking too much, I do not like that shit. I have I got my head can turn around like the Exorcist. So to protect myself, I safeguard myself, and I don't. If you don't start nothing, it won't motherfucking be nothing. And I done learned that the hard way over the years on the internet and off the internet. And I just I don't start it, so it won't be it. Okay, because it's not going to go well. Because I'm not no, I'm not that type of person that you play with.
Yeah,
Don't do me like that.
and then that way they try to make it seem like I'm over here kissing Ness's ass, and I'm
I don't
just
think
like,
you
man,
kissing
y'all,
this his ass. I'm think you want to go on a vacation and enjoy. But
yeah.
did you ever figure out your mode of transportation, Brian? But I don't blame you for not flying. Have you seen all them TSA agents ain't getting paid and all these planes going down? And child, I wouldn't fly either.
Miss Olivia, I am
Shit,
going. My mode of transportation is already situated, and I just like these people talk. I love for them to talk and
Yeah, I
doubt
think you
me.
went
child,
about it the right way by not telling them how you get in there, when you
Yeah,
going. I think you went about it the right way. I think yeah, keep leading them on.
and they're gonna be waiting at me at the airport, right, to take a picture. Like, what's that girl did to what's that girl name? Peace Love did to Sean Bradley.
oh, did
Caught
it
him
shine?
at.
You know, and that's another thing about that Stephen. What if he gonna be trying to take out? You know that talent is going right, and he don't like his picture taken. So he
Oh,
said he
I'm not
gonna
gonna
go
meet
to
him.
some of the meet and greets that they gonna be at. What if he
But
gonna go to
Stephen,
snapping pictures and all of this and all of that?
I don't know if you listen to Stephen, Miss Olivia, but he kind of lightweight said like he's going to be a jackass now because he felt some type of way, and if
Yeah,
I feel like on his in his defense, he has a right to feel like that. You don't tell somebody they can't come somewhere after they literally locked in with you that they
right.
spent their
Well,
money.
he's
Like
still
that's
taking the
bullshit.
trip. He said he's still going. He ain't wasting his money. He worked hard for it, and I
Yeah, his
respect
money.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
You
That's
know,
why he was
I
mad.
respect that,
So
but
now
if
that
you
he's mad, he got
but if you know you've
angered.
been disinvited, how you gonna show up at the bar crawl?
He said
But
because
So
Miss
he
Olivia,
don't
just
own
think.
Seattle, and she
Yeah,
pretty
just
much
think
said
about
that.
it. But Max Boogie, think about it. Stephen was in that group chat with all the itinerary. He know every single
Everything.
place where
Oh,
they're
see, I
gonna
didn't know
be.
that. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
And
was
then
in that group
Ooh.
chat when they was talking about it. He know exactly what they gonna do and when they gonna do it.
and then
Ooh.
Jay Dunn is trying to serve Shakim some type of paperwork. And I'm thinking that she's gonna use Stephen to serve that paperwork to Shakim to sue him. That's what I'm thinking.
But wait a minute, what if she trying to sue him? Shit, I can't even take this call. What for?
Baby. Now that's what Ness was saying on her platform this morning. That
Uh-huh.
Jay Don is trying to process serve Shakim.
Yeah, but for what?
I think he said something. They have a beef that I don't even know where it originated from. I really don't
I
know.
don't
But they
either. I'm not
but
gonna
they
lie, I don't either.
they do not like each other. Jay Dunn do not like that boy, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why Stephen got into it because Jay Dunn sent him some type of email of paperwork she was supposed to
God
give
damn
to
it. Keep on
give
talking, Brian.
give to Shakim if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, she's trying to sue Shakim. Is the understanding that I'm getting from Ness's platform. Now that's per Ness's platform, but I do agree with what Max Boogie said. Stefan paid his money. I mean, still go, but I don't think that he should involve himself with the trip, especially if he knows that there are bad blood between him and Ness. And but I feel like if you paid your money, don't let nobody tell you not to go to a whole city. She don't own that city. She do not own that motherfucking city. If you paid your money, you can't get no refund. Go. But I don't think that he should be trying
Well,
to.
Brian, I kind of feel a different way about that now that I know he's in a group chat. Whoa.
What you were saying, Max? I didn't hear you.
I said, well, now I kind of feel a different way about that now that I know he was in a group chat with their itinerary.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I said I didn't want to be involved in no group chats. If I can go, I can go. I'm not gonna spend every last minute with them. I have family members in Seattle. So I wasn't gonna be
Can y'all
going to
hear me?
every. Oh yes, ma'am, we can
Yes,
hear you.
we can hear
I'm
you.
sorry. Can I just say I'm sorry, but I had to take that call for my niece. I'm
Yes, ma'am.
so sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Max Boogie was telling me that she feels different now, knowing that Stefan was in the group chat and he knows their location. But I was just telling her that Ness do not own Seattle, and I agree with
That's
her.
true.
I agree with her because if he paid that money to go, but I don't think that he should be going to every location, seeing that he has that itinerary just to be messy. Just go
Right.
enjoy your trip.
But
Yeah, just go enjoy your
said
trip
it out
because he
his
paid
own
for it. He
he
got every right to go. And I don't blame him for
he said
still
it
going.
out
He
his
said he
own
took
mouth.
off work. He said he spent over $1,000. And I would,
He said it out his own mouth.
absolutely, you
Like
can go
now,
enjoy yourself. You don't have to interlope. And just try to make yourself a menace. That's the clout chase right there. That's just being messy. If you know you're not being invited, why would you want to? I don't go nowhere where I am not
so
welcome.
that's what I was
Okay.
trying to say. He basically saying like now he going to be with the chicks like
Uh,
because he
mm-hmm.
felt played. So you can't get mad at him for the way he's saying it because yeah, I spent my bread doing this, but I was doing it because I had intentions on meeting you. Now you telling me I can't go, so now I'm about to get my lick back. I move like that too. I would do that too,
Uh-huh.
but I did not know he had. Yeah, I move like that. I ain't gonna hold you,
But that's
man.
gonna
I'll get
cause
real nasty with
problems.
you. Yeah, duh.
But
That's the whole point of moving like that to get my lick back. So I want to see how good
Yeah,
of a
ooh,
but
problem
that's
solver
why I
you
told
are. But since
Brian
you since you created a
I
problem,
don't
you
know
should be
if
a
I.
good problem solver.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
can
I
see where you're
mean, like,
coming
okay, but
from.
it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Everybody grown, and I don't blame him for taking the trip if he already paid for it. I absolutely do not blame him for that. But as far as this whole thing with him getting into it with Ness and that whole Jay Dunn thing, it just really seems strategic, right? Now on the surface, it seemed like Jay Dunn approached him first, but I just feel like it's a not even a clout chase, just more like a setup situation. Because in my opinion, Jay Dunn, hey Trezur, Jay Dunn, is a pawn in the greater game when it
Mm.
comes to a whole other sector. Treasure, I was talking about that video that you did yesterday. Y'all please hit the like button. And I likened your video, Treasure, to what's going on with the Ness-Cation in this Step and in this Umar sector because there's something else going on. And like I said, you need to stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to, okay? And these people go scorched earth on people, and they pretty much done decimated their sector. So why come over here with this same crazy ass? This a different level of crazy. Even when it comes to that binary guy, that's a whole different level of
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
I don't
really
like
got
that
to pay
eating off
attention to
people.
what the fuck is going on. You
That's
know?
the him, binary envy, Shakim.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple of them that
NBK.
literally. Well, MBK didn't come in the back door to be a limit though. Um, he can.
No,
He
I ain't
kind of
talking about
like.
as far as him and Lemon.
He
But
kind of came
Binary is
like
his boy.
on some. Yeah, but he met binary from Lemon Page, but MBK used to be over there with ZX. Now back to
Yeah,
Stefan. Now I want to say this too. With him doing what he said he gonna do, it can become very dangerous because he does have people in Seattle as well, and you all do not know what these people look like. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And being that he got that itinerary, so now Brian, yeah, y'all got me looking at this shit a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus two, did we forget about what happened in Las Vegas with those content creators? You can't put nothing past nobody, right? And you can push people to the brink, especially when it comes to the internet these days. And we have seen incident after incident, of things that have gone wrong. But that Vegas incident was directly that was born from beef sector. I mean, not beef sector, from internet beef, right? And that internet beef resulted in a couple being unalived. And I believe they had children. And when you get to taking what's going on in the internet that far, I pulled back from that shit in the old black sector. I said, you know what, these people got me fucked up. I'm better than this, right? How dare I be overly invested with any motherfucking body that I don't know for real? But a lot of people don't think like that. And this guy is going on this trip, and I mean, I know he want to be messy, but you don't never know how somebody else is going to react. Brian, come back up. You never know how somebody else is going to react. You can't put nothing past nobody. That's all I'm trying to say. And I don't want nobody to get in trouble because somebody from the other sector, they play different over there. And that's what the beef sector get. You can't be, I don't know what Ness was thinking about, but I mean, if she would have did her research and she would have paid. And another thing, people don't do research, and you can get hemmed up like that, in my opinion. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's why I said that shit to him. Oop, my bad, Miss Olivia. That him trying to like come, and now I know he knew their itinerary, what they was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little it.
And he already said, he gonna be at some of these places. They gonna, cause he know the itinerary. And it's cool if you want to take your trip. He spent his money. He grown. He's supposed to take his trip. You know what I mean? But I don't know about that being messy part. Now we all grown at the end of the day, and in my opinion, it ain't got to be all that.
Now, as
But that's
far
just
as
my
old
opinion.
girl trying to get somebody to serve shot him, like girl, go find you something else to do.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
don't
just
even think they
who the
even
hell
taking
want to go?
her.
Like that's how you know you ain't got no life, bitch. Because you just want somebody to go to court for what? You want to see a bitch? Just come outside and come see bitches. Don't try to do no policey ass shit, and then you sitting up here talking all this shit out your motherfucking mouth, girl.
Right.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that
Well,
with
I
your
don't even
scary
know
ass. If
why
you
she's
know
so
you
touchy
pussy,
about
shut up.
Shaquem and what he said about her when all the ratchet ass shit she done did over here to people. She almost
Do
got
and
beat up
say.
at the show. And Sean Bradley had to save her motherfucking ass.
Yeah,
You
she
know.
did. She
But as
did.
far as Jay Dunn getting what's that boy? The
Stefan.
step and the serve Shaquem, I don't think, he
He
might
should
have
do
been
it.
playing with her for information, but that wasn't gonna never come to fruition anyway. I don't believe that would ever happen. I don't even know why she thought something like that would ever happen. That don't even make sense to me. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. But she just a pawn. She just a pawn. You got to see how people moving. When it come to these other sectors and stuff, cause people move different. You know what I mean? And so Ness keep talking about this guy, and honestly, that's what he wanted to do. And I don't, and you don't ever know really what these people motives are, because these people knew each other before they came to the beef sector. And when it comes to a lot of people like the Mo3 sector, they stick together. Whether you like them or not, they still stick together at the end of the day. Beef sector don't stick together. I don't know nothing about these Umar people and who they know and who they don't know and who they get along with and who they don't get along with. And I'm no joke. Even if Stephen is not a violent person, him being messy can result in violence, because you cannot gauge what somebody else is going to do. That's all I'm trying to say.
And
And
I
some
agree
people is
with
not to be
I
played with.
I agree with Foolish when Foolish said these crazy subbies turn CC to get close to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the content creator's fault though, because I always say
Yeah,
like you don't need to talk to me. Like I talk to you on here. What do you need
absolutely.
to talk to me back there for so bad? Like what's really
Mm-hmm.
your intentions? It's really nothing to say to me that you can't say to me on here. Hit the panel, write it in the back chat. Like what is this? Especially the
Please
ones
says
with a
she
big
isn't handling this appropriately as a host. I can agree with that. You know what I mean? Because it's too much drama. And but see, like I said, sometimes if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. And you gotta watch. Like you just can't be thirsty for people. I felt like starting out, she was just thirsty for anybody to come. Maybe she wanted to redo because the Vegas trip was kind of boring to me, in my opinion. And so maybe she wanted to redo. Now I don't know why she felt like Seattle wasn't gonna be boring. You know what I mean? But what do people do in Seattle? You know what I mean? Like really? And but you got to be careful. Now you done invited this man to this trip. Now he uninvited, but he know the whole itinerary. He comes from another sector. They play different. He said he gonna be messy, and you can't gauge people reactions. And everybody ain't to be fucked with.
And I want to know why they not, since they so invested into this trip, why those Umar people like binary and
I
so
don't
forth. Why
exactly what
why
is
are
the
y'all not why are
thank you,
y'all not
Max.
talking why are y'all not talking about y'all homeboy, how he came over here dropping all them big crispy blue face hundreds and all these people chats and he was stealing from them
Mm-hmm.
old people? Why y'all
Mm-hmm.
not talking about that man doing fraud?
What is the
I was
ulterior
confused.
motive when it comes to this situation? And who all is involved for real? Because, see, we don't know that. Because, like I said, these people have known each other way before they came over here. You know what I mean? They had their own thing going. So now you're trying to integrate over here, which you have done. But what is your ulterior motive?
Yeah, it's just something weird. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You got
But
to
I
think
could be
about it. I was
wrong.
thinking about that. Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong now, child.
I could be wrong, too. You know what I mean? I ain't
But it's
psychic,
weird to
but
me. No,
But
but
it's
it's
just
weird
too
to
when it
me.
comes to internet people and you really don't know these people for real. You taking a chance to meet them. You don't know what anybody is thinking for real. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't care. Uh, and then people don't pay attention to the signs, right? When it comes to the Stephen guy, I just it's something about him. As I'm listening to him, I'm thinking, well, no, he might be a bit too short of a six pack or something. So I don't know. But
No,
like I said, if you don't
Stephen
start nothing,
cool.
it won't be nothing. So I don't
He
know.
cool. He cool. He never rubbed me in the wrong way. So I don't know. Everybody had their own experiences with people,
Well,
but
I don't have
I
no
don't know. I
experience
just
with
think
him.
it's weird. I
You
think it's
know.
weird that whole he had the itinerary thing. I
Yeah,
just can't get over that.
yeah. Because after they booked the trip, they was in a little secret group, not secret group, but a group chat group. With they talking about what they gonna do on the trip. And he got his hotel room, got his plane ticket, so he's in. He knows the itinerary. Because he was in that little group conversation about what they gonna do. Y'all please hit the like button. I made 100 likes. Shit, I appreciate so. Stephen, the sassy process server says my theory is J Dunn was working with Stephen the whole time to line Shaquem up. He just clout chased so much he couldn't keep that mouth shut. I mean, it could be. I don't put nothing past nobody, but I don't think he working with. I don't think he was working with J Dunn. I think J Dunn inserted herself and she became a pawn. Let me put Brian up here, but I think he working with somebody in the Mo3 sector. So that's just my theory. But that's just me, child.
My phone died.
Brian.
My
Wait,
phone had died.
you think who working with somebody in the military sector?
The Stephen guy. I don't trust them people.
I mean, nobody in our sector really know him besides me and Izzy.
Hmm.
Yeah, because our sector really, our
I
sector
don't.
really not
Those
gonna take
people
too much
play
of that
different.
plan. Yeah, I was about to say
Uh,
our sector not about to take too much of that plan. They gonna want to whoop your ass for real. Like,
For real.
Yeah,
where
you
you
can't
at?
play with everybody. That's all I'm saying. Like you might be going just to be messy, and try to make people uncomfortable or whatever. But in the process, you can't control somebody else's actions. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just like I can go out with my friends, right? And somebody get to arguing because this thing happened to me when I was young. You with your friends, and people is messy, or somebody done stepped on your shoe, or they done spilt a drink on you. Folks is tipsy or feeling some kind of way. You got some heifer in your face that you don't like, and things and shit starts to happen. But you didn't go out playing for that. You didn't go out playing in the fight. You know what I mean? I'm too pretty for that shit. Especially when I was young. I wish I would, but if you stepped to me the wrong way, I'm gonna slap the taste out of your mouth. Don't get it twisted. Cause I
Okay.
don't play. I'm a grown ass motherfucking woman.
I was trying to
Mm,
tell you that, Miss Olivia. I was trying to tell you that they say, "Oh, you don't got your ticket and this and that." I'm not
Hmm.
telling you. I'm not telling these people where I'm gonna be at when I'm gonna be like a sitting duck. You know what I'm saying? Be waiting for
yeah,
Hmm.
please
me,
don't.
and I can't have that. So I'm keeping everything secretive, and
Hmm.
you'll see when I get there. But I think that the Stefan guy, I think that him and Ness had something deeper, and
Hmm.
I think that Jay Wilson is calling it controlling, and I could kind of see where Ness is coming
Well,
from.
Jay Wilson is being messy. We all know that, and he will insert himself for content. But was that you he was talking to, or Stephen when he got unhinged up there for a few minutes? I'm like, well, is he okay? What is he
I,
so upset about?
I think that was Stefan because I
Did you
mean,
see that though?
oh yeah, he blocked Stefan about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He blocked him, and
Oh.
now that he found out that Ness and Stefan has like this little rift between their situation. Now he
Mm-hmm.
now he's giving all this advice, and Stefan
Mm-hmm.
careful and all this stuff. Now I'm just thinking like I'm not no scared person. Like I'm
But
grown.
he's scary because he ended up in a library on the goddamn cruise because of Sean Bradley. Oh, but you know what I was thinking, Brian, on the side note?
Hmm.
Trezur, is you in here? Because Trezur is going to take him a trip.
Oh yeah,
He his upcoming cruise. Is Sean Bradley going to try to go to his cruise too?
we already know. We already know Ness is going to his cruise though. She says she's
Oh,
going to
is
the.
she really?
So that would be so interesting to watch because we know the history between them two. So
Uh-huh.
that would be an interesting thing to
Well, I
watch.
think she a fan. She a fan. She a fan. And so if she was to go on that cruise, it would be a whole different situation. Treasure is a grown ass man. He not gonna embarrass himself like that. And I really don't think Ness would either. Honestly, when it comes to those two, cause they both old beef sector. But and you can kind of gauge that it'll be a whole totally different situation. I hope she do go on the cruise so we can see her and Treasure getting along, cause that's what I see happening as far as that go.
And just think,
Steph and I feel wanted to be part of this crew like Shaquem when he developed with that. I don't know. Maybe he did for the clout chase. You know what I mean? Because
exactly.
Shaquem was over the clout chasing his ass off. And this really don't work to his advantage,
He
but
went
that
to
don't mean it's gonna
everybody.
work for everybody's advantage. A lot of those people in the Umar sector see how successful Shaquem got over here. And maybe they want that type of fame too, because from what I understand, there are not a whole lot of people in that sector. They're not used to getting those numbers like that. That's why you see the binary guy moving the way that he moved. But I get a good little kiki out of the binary guy upsetting what's her name? YouTube cameras over there. Cause she is
Yeah,
another
nah, that's funny.
interloper bitch, and you've been trying it for years, bitch. Okay, you finally done got a little shine, and you done lost your motherfucking mind, bitch. And I don't know who the
Hello.
fuck she thinks she is, and fuck her. But anyway,
Oh shit!
child.
God damn.
That
Oh
born
shit.
ass bitch. I'd be glad for anybody to come live in the morning, not to have to listen to her. So
Okay,
yeah.
so the sassy whatever his name is down there, the Stefan is that. Now listen, that Kip person, I think that's
Mm.
who they was saying was paying Shaquem. Like that was somebody he was
Oh, well,
being
let me read
freaky.
this. Stephen
It's
was run
somebody.
out. Let me read this, Max, because I didn't see that Stephen was run out of the Umar sector because he lied on Kip. And that married man he terrorized Miss Things and several other women over there. So is that what he trying to do to Ness? Terrorize Ness? Is that what he trying to do? Is that what you're saying?
And my thing is, they say that Stephen is a reformed homosexual,
How
but
you
I'm
gonna be
still.
a Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I want to hear what you say before I finish my statement. Go ahead.
Well, did he go to conversion or something? Did he go to conversion camp or something like what are we talking about?
I thought
He
that
he
you.
like what's that guy Andrew Caldwell? I ain't gay no more. I don't like men's no more.
I
What did he
think Stefan
say?
got kids too. I think he got kids too, if I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken.
Oh, so is
Yeah,
he
yeah.
bisexual?
Yeah, I think he bisexual. Yeah.
Okay, whatever works for him.
Greedy ass. But go
But
ahead.
Hmm.
Mr. Livy, I'm going for my daily walk. Baby, I'm gonna be listening from the clouds. I'm going for my daily
Okay,
walk.
thank you, Brian. But if you go on that trip, and I know your heart is set on going, but please just don't let them take you there. Okay.
Oh, you know what, Miss Olivia? I want to work for TSA. That's my. You know how they ask these little kids, "What you want to do when you grow up?" In my security, in my security journey, I want to work for the government, and I want to have me
Hmm.
a good government paying job doing armed security. I
Well,
will
honey,
not
you
let.
know it's iffy in the government these days, honey, because they got what are we 2 weeks into the goddamn
Yeah,
shutdown,
yeah,
and
you're
they
right.
They not
expecting them
paying
people
them
to work
people
for free.
You're
and
right.
don't want to back pay them.
That shit getting real right now. You might
Wait
want to
till
wait
somebody
wait
else
for
he get out. Wait till
yeah,
that
wait till
man
he
get
get
out.
out,
I ain't
cause
gonna
this
let.
too. Ooh, child,
I ain't
your
gonna let
feelings
these
gonna be
people.
hurt.
I ain't gonna let these people ruin my good name and my good record. Is what I'm saying.
Good.
I want to work for the armored trucks. I want to do a lot of things that I'm trying to do. As I just go to work. So I don't care
Mm-hmm.
about these people. Ain't nobody's gonna get me out. Now, if they touch me, then they'll see the hurricane that I am, the cyclone
Mm-hmm.
I am, the a tsunami that I am, that I could be if somebody put their hands up on me. But I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going down there for these people. I want to go down there and fellowship. So that's my goal, is to fellowship. If I meet Stephen, he better come correct with no willy foo foo type of stuff. I will sit down and I will meet anybody. I'm looking forward to saying
Mm-hmm.
names. And then, oh, let me tell you this. Ain't no telling who's gonna be popping up, is what I'm telling you. So you always
Mm-hmm.
have to keep your head on the swivel, because you don't know who popping up, who these people talk to, sharing itineraries with,
Mm-hmm.
friends with. So that's why I say I'm not going on half that stuff. I'm not going on that. I'm going to chill with my family. I'm gonna spend some time looking at the culture and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. And if there's a couple of events, I'll go link up to the events. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going down there solely to, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole bunch of mess.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to go down there, and I already know some people gonna be popping up. I know, I feel it in my stomach, like
Who you think gonna pop up, Brian?
Duchess Kelly Love. I
Oh,
didn't
what?
heard him. I swear to God, I heard him publicly say he's going, and when is this, and give me the information and email me. And him and Ness talks behind the scene, so I already
Oh,
know Dookie Duchess is going to pop up. And me and him,
what?
I have a dislike for him, a
Ooh,
strong dislike for him. And if he
ooh.
approached me with anything, it's gonna be me and Dookie Duchess face
Oh,
to face,
see?
cussing each other out. I ain't gonna put my hands on him, but baby, I'll
Mm-mm.
read him down face to
Woo.
face.
And I hope you get it on video, goddamn it.
Oh, baby, I'll go live for you, Miss Olivia, just
Please
because you
go
just
live.
asked me. just because you just asked me, I'll go live. But Duchess
Yeah,
done
because,
done
honey,
some
it's still content. If you choose to go, honey, it's still content. Share it with the people, child, and do it on
Dutch
your channel, okay?
Duchess done some I don't know that word, what is that, irreceptible, is that the word? What's
I
that?
don't know.
Man, Duchess have
Some
done
shit,
some.
it just is, it's just up and stuck between
Yes,
you and Dutch.
he done some some bad stuff to me. And
Uh-huh.
then Halloween is coming up. That's why he Duchess wanted to do that. I'm gonna tell you why he wanted to go to the Ness-Cation, because of what he did on Lady Nika's platform. And that's why I say I
Wait
hope
a
her
minute. What did he do on Lady Nigga's platform, Brian?
God forgive me. I hope her Halloween contest go. I hope it go up in flames. If that, God forgive me
Mm,
for saying, I hate to be ugly, but I'm gonna be ugly today. I hope her Halloween contest go up in flames.
damn.
Okay, I really
But
do
what
hope
did
it
what
burn.
I missed? What did he do? Did he do something to you?
Yes, he has. He went on her. He went on her platform, and they all set up there. Mama D, all of them set up there and laughed at him being the ghost of chicken salad pass. Now you know.
Oh, I did hear about that. Oh my
Okay,
God, that was so evil.
okay. So you
Oh
know that
Lord,
that's
I
what.
feel you, Brian. I feel you. Yeah.
And you know that Ness-Cation is happening. See, I pay attention to stuff. Her stuff is happening from the 30th to the 2nd.
Mm,
Halloween is in that. He wants to come and put that in my face. But I'm telling you, he
mm.
needs to stay away from me, because I'll snap on him when
I
when
know.
it pertains to my motherfucking mama. I don't play like
Yeah.
that, especially in person.
So you
So
think he might go? But might possibly go? Oh
I
wow, I didn't even
know
think
he's
about that.
going.
Oh
Olivia,
wow.
Olivia, when she was first, we had to talk Ness into throwing this Ness-Cation. We had to
Mm,
talk her into that, and then
mm,
he, I sat up there and I watched him type, Ness, let me know the dates. Let's give me your emails, and stuff like that. He's
mm,
going to that. Duchess was
mm,
very interested, and I know he's going to that. I know for a fact that and when I say for a fact, my fat ass gut stomach, and I
mm,
and I sat up there and I watched him say he's going. He told
mm.
Ness, you can ask Ness herself. He told her that, I forget where we was at. I think we was at either her platform, or we was somewhere where I think it was her platform, if I'm not mistaken. But we begged her to have that Ness-Cation, and he made it be known that he's going. He let it be known that he would attend
Oh
that.
wow, I didn't know that. I'm telling you, this is the first time I heard about this.
No,
Since you brought, wow, okay.
and and I'm telling you, if it's a whole bunch of more people that's gonna be there that y'all don't even know about. A
Ooh.
whole bunch of more people. Half the people like me, half of
Mm-hmm.
them don't. And if they do, good. If they don't, they better stay the fuck away from me and let me make it. Because, like I say, baby, all I know how to do is to put my back against the wall and get
Yeah.
the kicking, swanging,
This
biting,
got the
scratching.
potential to be a hot mess, don't it?
Well, I'm just saying I'm going there with true intentions. But if
Oh.
somebody come over there with some bad intentions and they don't think that I won't bite their neck,
Mm.
allegedly, like a
Okay.
vampire, if they
Okay.
come touching me, baby, they better back up. And I don't even
That's what I.
believe
That's
in
the,
vampires.
and I don't want that to happen. But you one of them type of people to where I'm cool, but don't overstep. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
and
why
I
I was
don't
like,
even.
Brian, don't go.
And,
But you said on going, and you know
oh,
what you
I'm
got to
going.
do to protect yourself. And I feel you. I get it. As long as they don't trip too bad, it's everything gonna be fine. But I did not know that Duchess Kelly Love was going on that trip, and I really want somebody to get some good footage of who all is
Oh,
going.
I'm gonna be recording, and like I
Good.
say, ain't nobody in charge of me. Nobody's gonna punk me, tell me to turn
Okay.
the camera off.
And
I
don't
am
let them
grown.
dictate to well, you can't record this and you can't record. You can record any motherfucking thing you want to because you grown.
Okay, so
I
that's
don't
the
mean no
time.
harm, but it's the truth.
No, oh no, you're telling the truth, and that's the type of time and pressure I'm going to be on. I want to have a good time, but if I see Duchess sit up there and only Duchess sit up there and make videos about me every other day, and
Oh what?
which is okay. I mean, okay, I get it, but
Mm-hmm.
if he come to me with some bullshit, I'm telling you, I do not put my hands on nobody, but I will cuss his ass clean, smooth. I'll talk about his white husband. I'll do
Who?
everything when it was when it pertains to my mama, baby, Dutch is not
Mm-mm.
about that life. He is definitely not about that life. And this is
Mm.
not YouTube where you can talk all that yin yang, chatter
Right.
batter and up close and personal, bitch. I will drag you, I will
That's what I
cuss you.
meant by up close and personal. That's yeah. That's what I was talking about. Because you can't gauge how somebody else is going to react. So you're
Mhm.
absolutely right.
Talking about a ghost of Chris. And Lady Nika sit up there. She's the victim. She's always the victim. But she sat up
Child.
there and chuckled and snickered, just like Mama D and all of them. So, but will her kids say the same if somebody did that to her when she passed away? When
Mm.
she passed away, would her kids appreciate somebody, coming up there like a rhinoceros with the or saber-tooth tiger,
Child.
and make fun of
With them
her?
damn nostrils, that pig snout she got on the front of her face. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so she's complicit, and that's why I don't. That's why the other day when I went up on Pizarro, I didn't even say nothing to her because
Mm-mm.
because she's a professional victim. She's
Oh
always the
yes.
victim, always the victim, always, always,
Mm-hmm.
always. But she allowed messed up shit. Like she's a
Mm-hmm.
black mama, she's a black mother. Wow, how would
Mm-hmm.
she feel if somebody mocked her?
Mm-hmm.
And then they got mad at me for being. Now I did say some fucked up shit. I really did talk about her sister, but that was an ugly low point in my life that I had to ask God to get that ugliness out of me because I am
Mm-hmm.
not hateful. I am not an
Mm-hmm.
ugly evil person. But it brought me back to that time where I sat up there and watched them laugh at Duchess
Mm.
coming up there being the ghost of Halloween, the ghost of Chicken Salad Pass.
No,
In
no.
in memoration of my mother's
Yeah.
legacy, a person that worked hard, had a career, worked hard. Y'all on YouTube and y'all reduced her to Ghost of Chicken Salad Pass, and
Oh
y'all are
my
laughing
God.
as mothers. Mama D know that she's 89 years old right now,
Mm.
and if she, God forbid, when she passed away. So
Mm. Mm.
I'm
Mm.
just not interested. I'm just not interested in these grown women coddling another grown woman. If you're wrong, I don't care if you're a black woman or not. If you're
Yeah.
wrong, you're just wrong.
Yeah, yeah, that whole thing was wrong. I agree. I remember that now, absolutely. And it was wrong. And whoever talked about your mom, that it was wrong. That's some real low down dirty shit. You know what I mean? Don't do that. People go too far. People don't have no chill. See, that's back to what I'm talking about. Look, Betty Boop said Shankrilla Robinson thought she was with friends. Yes, she did.
Mhm.
So I would never go on a trip with strangers. That I, that I something watch my back. Yes, she did. She thought she was with friends. And look at it. That's what I mean. You can't never gauge somebody else's response.
Yeah.
You know.
And ain't no telling what Shanquilla, because we don't know Shanquilla from a day. Ain't no telling what she might have did to them people that make her. But it's
That's true.
wrong. It's wrong, but ain't no telling what she might have did to them
Well,
people that
now
make her
from
do it like.
I covered that case and that girl that the one that she had a fight with in the room right there that was taped.
Mm-hmm.
They was fighting over her boyfriend, if I can remember. If I can remember correctly, it was
Yeah.
something with either her boyfriend or some other band, or it was something she didn't like her for some reason. It was excuse me, concerning a man. But
Mm.
but then it kind of felt like they went there to do something to her in the first place, like it was a setup. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
went
a
to a
lot
whole
of
nother
stuff
state.
going on with that.
Went to a
I'm
whole nother
like,
country. Ain't
in
that
another
something? And
country.
you gotta be careful because people will plan stuff like that for your
Mhm. Mhm.
demise in a whole nother country. Now there's
Mhm.
diplomatic immunities and
Yeah. There ain't
conflicts.
none of them in jail.
That's
And
what I'm
she's still
telling
a
you.
black woman. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
if she was a pink woman, honey, some arrests would have been made. But, honey, this is a black woman. And don't nobody care about black women in this
Especially
world,
in Mexico. Okay.
especially in Mexico. I agree. And
Mm.
let me read
And they
this,
call.
though. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, Miss Sandra, nobody deserved to die like that. Them people in Vegas didn't deserve to die. The shit is too, people ain't got no chill no more.
Brian, they apologized to you. Who apologized to me? Las Vegas, Nevada, who apologized to me because nobody apologized to me. All I and excuse me, if you're referring to Lady Nika, they were all laughing, and that's the
Mm.
reason why she took that video down, and the video was not public
Cause she know it
because
was trash. And
thank
what she did was wrong.
thank you. Now,
She know.
if you're gonna stand in it, stand in it. But if you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
hide it and then play victim, hide it and play
Mm-hmm.
victim.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I
it
get
just
it. Yeah.
it just is what it is. Where did she apologize to me? And where can I go revisit that apology to see if
Mm.
maybe it'll make me feel a little bit better?
It
Okay,
would
I
make me
don't.
feel no better. Mm-mm.
Okay, because all I know is that she got that video on private. And why is it on private? I want to know. That's all I want to know. Why
Because
is
she
that
know it
video?
was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's on private. She know it was
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. So it just is what it is. I don't feel and like I said, I apologize to her because my mama raised me better than to sit there and talk about the dead like that. When her sister passed away, that was the
Mm.
wrong time for me to sit up there and want to get my leg back. And I have karma coming from that I'm gonna take and accept. When it do comes, I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna learn from it and I'm gonna grow from it. That's how you truly learn. You don't have to sit there and wait on bad karma to hit you. You can sit up there
That's
and,
right.
you can sit up there and say, God, please forgive me. Now, when
Yeah.
you do put that lesson in my life, I'm
Yeah.
a, I won't get mad. I won't cry. Why me? I'm gonna sit up
Yeah.
there and say, well, you did do this to this person. You need to
Mm-hmm.
learn. You don't like how it feel. You learn from it, grow, and don't do it again to nobody
And don't
else.
do it again. That's right,
Yeah.
Brian. That's what I start talking about at the top of the video about me and that old black sector. I got a whole education over there, and I will never be overly invested again. I caught myself, before it went too far, and I just left the sector because I ain't got to fool with trash. I don't know these people for real, and I would never entertain those people like that in my real life. So I'm not gonna lose no sleep over this bull crap.
Hmm. And
I'm
so
not gonna be overly invested.
and I would have loved to speak to, I would have loved to spoke to Lady Nika the other day when we was on a panel. It's just like we just live like we don't even exist to each other. And I don't I like her. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
her to say that I hate her, but and I don't want that energy with her because she is a black
Mm-hmm.
woman and she is an older person. But at the same time, I'm not about to kiss her behind. I'm not about to
Mm-hmm.
sit up there and coddle Lady Nika like a
Let me
lot
tell
of
you, it's
people
a
coddle
certain
her.
type of older, because we all in Nika, Lolo, Krista, me, we are peers. We are all in the same age. In the
Hmm.
game, some of them help us play be beyond me. Krista, and Lolo and Nika is, that they all play this. It's just real disingenuous. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And it's manipulation. But the Hey True Black, that shows a lot about how they live their life, the way that they move, and they move very strategically in their own right. And it take younger people a minute to catch it. But we out when it come to me, 18 or 80, I'm dragging your ass if I want to. I don't give a fuck who you are, right? And so you
Okay.
really can't get mad when these young people catch on and they get offended and they drag your motherfucking ass because you wronged them. You know what I mean? And
You
so I
said
expect them to drag me, 18 to 80, drag me, bitch, if
okay.
you want to drag me.
Okay. And then look, and then let me tell you, Miss Olivia. So they sitting up here and first of all, they sit up here and put this nubiology thing in my face too, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I turns my big back when they talk about that. I turn my big fat back because y'all are not gonna.
Lord.
I'm telling you because you're not gonna make me walk with something that I did not do. The nubiology situation when she had that seizure, they was on there. They was on James' platform talking about Rico's dead aunt. Okay, they
Mm,
was it was a real Mercury live to
mm,
where that seizure was only bound and prone to happen. What
mm,
I did was all the only thing I did was I screen recorded it and I talked about it in one of my premieres. I talked about it, one of my topics to talk about. What I
mm,
did was I played it and I put it on repeat. which was wrong and
Mhm.
insensitive. I didn't make that woman have no seizure. I didn't talk about that woman. And
It just it happened, and you was real grimy with talking about it after. But I must say, it's been some
I
time,
mean,
and I remember that. Listen, Brian, I remember that. And do you remember when I'm just I'm not, I don't mean no disrespect, but
mhm,
I'm real into certain ass things that can't be seen in this realm. And
mhm.
when that lady, she had the seizure, right? They called it a seizure, but at first, her head went down and she hit that desk like that, and then she fell back into the seizure. I felt like, I mean, it's some kind of spirit on her for her to
Okay.
go forward and hit that desk like that. I mean, like, you really gotta, it really touched me in a different way. Now, I ain't even talking about the dragon and but I'm just talking about, like
I'm
what?
I'm telling you, that was Rico's aunt that was sitting up there getting talked about.
Well, now
That's
you
what
a
that was.
mess. Now I don't believe that, but I do believe it could have been something. Now because
I don't.
the way, do you remember when it first happened? Because she went forward and hit that desk. Like
Mhm.
how you in the back of somebody and they slam your head down,
Oh yeah, yeah. But
grab you
see,
by the hair and slam your head down like when you fighting or something. That's the way I seen that shit. I was like, oh shit, is it a spirit on her? Like what the fuck is really going on? I mean, you
hold
laughing, but I mean, I be
on.
real. I'm real. I pay attention to shit like that, honey. I'm from deep south, okay? And my grandmama told me a whole bunch of shit. All right, that's what I'm calling a
Oh
motherfucker a demon on her, bitch. I'm calling you a demon for real, not you, Brian. But I'm just saying because I
no,
see that shit.
I was so wrong for replaying that.
But
And
yeah,
then
you
when,
was you was. I ain't
but you
gonna
know what?
lie.
Are the people wrong for showing Charlie Kirk on that stage when that event
No
happened?
comment. But
Okay, so if
because
it
I like my
happens,
channel.
what? I mean, but you know what though,
But the
Mister
only thing,
Livia?
let me tell you something. The only thing I commented on that situation, since you brought it up, was
Hmm.
I just repeated a quote from Brother Malcolm X when he said that it appears to me that the chickens have come home to roost.
Yeah.
That's all I said about it. Okay.
And I don't care about no Charlie Kirk. I don't care about him because you know why? Because all them Anglos, huh? You okay? Okay, I don't care
Channel
about that
cracky
man.
crackers,
Okay,
but we gonna move it right along, channel, because
yeah.
I'm trying to keep my channel. But I
Oh,
know
you're
what you
right.
mean.
You're right.
Form, former is
Yeah.
real. Okay.
And I'm supposed to cry because I don't care about him, just like I don't care about his wife. And it's something that and them
Ooh,
people
that
do.
wife is something else. They got a whole lot of theories going on about that
I'm
wife.
telling
All
you.
that fake. She ain't dropped one motherfucking. Brian.
They did that to that man,
Brian.
and I'm leaving it like this. They did it to that man, and I'm leaving it like this.
I think
Um,
that he was martyred. Yes, I do. I think that he
mm-hmm,
was martyred on
mm-hmm,
purpose. His wife. I ain't no telling for how. Ain't no telling who sent that wife his way. Cause she was in Donald Trump pageants and all of this and all of that. And yeah,
mm-hmm.
now she the CEO over there at
That's what
Turning
I'm telling
Point,
you.
and
That's exactly
she
what I'm
ain't
telling.
dropped not one tear for real. And tell me something, I forgive you. I'm like, bitch.
And oh Lord, well listen, I hope you do a live about that another day on a backup channel or something.
Ooh.
I would love to
I was
come
thinking about doing a video on and putting it on my other channel because I'm like, look at this shit right here. If this ain't some fuckery going
in our
on right
face,
here,
blatant in our face, Miss Olivia. But see,
yes.
but look, the same day that was going on, that happened, what was the House and them passing? What was the Senate and them passing?
I don't
The
know what they
same
was
time that
passing,
man
but I know there was they all
about the
obsessed over
Epstein
that
files.
Epstein shit.
Yep, about the Epstein file. The same time that man got that
Hmm.
on live, the Senate was in session,
And then
voting.
our president, he is a master troll. He is a master internet troll. Do you hear me?
I'm starting to have
He
buyer's remorse with him. I'm really
Oh
am
yeah,
starting.
he is a internet content creator. Just let me say, and I'm not even lying to you. It's just like he thought he was sending that text message to Pam Bondi, and he put it on X by mistake. I'm like, how the hell you make a mistake like that?
And you know what? And he don't do that. He have people that type for him that post and manages his account for him.
Yeah, he was in the
You,
bathroom sneaking. He was sneaking on the internet. Ooh.
Well, well, Mr. Livy, let me go on about my business. But all I got to say is I listen, I'm well aware of how this world works. I don't
Yes,
fall for the banana in the tailpipe. They taught me that.
yes.
My mama taught me that at a younger age not to fall for
Mhm,
the banana, and it's a lot of bananas being sold, and people
mhm,
are eating them, downing them down their throats. They're eating them.
mhm.
I'm not part of that. I'm not,
I agree.
and like I said, I'm having buyer's remorse because I'm looking at
Well,
uh
have you heard Marjorie Taylor Greene? She done
oh
flipped on them.
I'm proud of her for that.
I'm
I am
proud of it
so
too.
proud. Oh, I'm
I
proud
can't even
because,
believe I'm saying it, but I'm proud of it too.
well, because just think about it. Just because you rich don't mean that you want to pay $2,000 or $3,000 a month
Oh my
and
God.
health insurance for your family.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
she said that her kids, now she's rich, but her kids are not rich, right? So
Right.
that means that she's gonna have to be paying for her children's health care and things like
Child.
that.
And then
And
you
she
got
comes
Mike
from
Johnson
money.
up there. They are definitely afraid. You know, Trump. He real good. He done investigated them people down, and most of them people up there in that house, with them Republicans, ain't no telling what he got on them people, and especially Mike Johnson, because I can't believe he flipped like he flipped, and that goddamn JD Vance done lost his motherfucking mind. He did an interview on George Stephanopoulos yesterday with George Stephanopoulos.
Oh, I
Honey,
like
he started
George.
telling far left this and far left that. Honey, George shut the whole conversation down and went to commercial. I was saying, bitch.
I like George since I was little, I've always watched ABC, and I
Hmm.
like George Stephanopoulos
Yes,
because he's impartial, but he'll
yeah, but he
check you
shut
if he
him
have
down
to.
yesterday. And he wasn't going.
Oh
Okay,
yeah. Oh
he
yeah,
shut
Georgia
him
check you,
down.
baby. Georgia shut it down and check you at the same
He did
time.
check him. He checked him and he said, I didn't lie on you. I asked you a question. Next up on da da da. I was like, woo.
Man, I love me some George Stephanopoulos, little short stuff. And I love his wife. His wife is so funny. I forget her name.
Mm-hmm.
A little blonde headed lady, but she is so funny.
Yes.
And I like
It
watching
don't
her.
seem like they would fit together, but they do. You know,
Right?
sometimes opposites really do attract.
Yeah, and
You
she's
know what I
funny.
mean?
She is really funny. I don't
Yeah.
know why she didn't pursue like a comedian type of but I think she's into like co-hosting with I seen
Mm-hmm.
her on Regis and not Regis and Kelly, but I seen her on a couple of ABC shows
Mm-hmm.
when she had to fill in and stuff, but she is
Mm-hmm.
really talented and funny, entertaining. But you
Mm.
know what, Mr. Livia, we just live in this nasty world. And I tell people you have to find, even if there's no sunshine where you at, you better
Mm.
make you some.
I know
Find
that's right,
because
Brian.
this is a dark, nasty world. And
Yes, it is,
and
Brian.
and at the twist of a dime, you
Mm.
can be up or you can be down.
That's right. That's why you got to be humble.
Oh
What
yeah.
Kendrick Lamar says, sit down, be humble. That's a
Yeah.
lesson that Jay Wilson need to learn. To sit down, nigga, and be humble. Okay? Cause the
Mm,
Lord will
mm,
humble
mm.
you. Do you hear me? That's
And
why I ain't impressed by nobody. All right.
okay,
The only thing I'm impressed by and the only thing I worship is the most high creator. All
thank
right.
you. And a lot of people don't even realize. A lot of people think Jesus is God. That's the Son of God, baby.
Well,
God and
people get that mixed up. And
okay,
that's why they say the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. You see what
okay,
I'm saying? It's really the Father, the Holy Ghost, and the Son. Can we really talk about it?
baby. Listen, all I know is that I pray to God in Jesus' name. That's who I pray. I
That's
don't pray to
right.
Jesus. I do not pray to Jesus because
No,
Jesus,
I pray to
God,
the Most High Creator,
thank
which
you.
is God the Father, God the
In
Holy
Jesus,
Spirit.
baby.
Now, see, when it
Ooh,
comes, I'm gonna do a video. I'm glad you said that, Brian, because see, I
I'm gonna
told you
so
I'm gonna
watch it
be
too.
getting back to some real content, Brian. And I hope you own that day.
Oh yeah, I'm
Because
gonna
see,
watch
there's
it
a difference between Jesus the Christ and Jesus the Revolution. I call him a revolutionary, right? Because he did, he was working for his father, but he was
on
also
Earth
here
here
in
on
the
Earth.
flesh,
Yeah.
you know.
He was working for his father here on earth, right? Is what you're talking about?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
for his
oh yes,
father here on
ma'am.
earth, and he was the bridge, and he did die for our sins. But I think a lot of people,
Turn water into wine.
he was still flesh and blood, right?
Turn water
And
into
while he was
wine.
here, yeah, while he was here in flesh and blood, I like his teachings. And I mean, cause but there's a difference for me between Jesus the Christ and Jesus the human being, Jesus the man. You know what I mean? And a lot of people try to separate. No, they try to integrate Jesus the man with Jesus the Christ. And they even try to separate his DNA. We was talking about that a little bit the other day when it came to Noah's son, right? And
Hmm.
they the progenitor of this and Jay the progenitor of that. No, no, no. You trying to split up the bloodline. You trying to confuse the people. That's what you trying to do.
Mm.
And so I'm gonna do a video about that though,
I
man.
would
Like I
love
really
to,
am.
and I might can learn some stuff. See that I didn't know nothing about no splitting up the bloodline and say. So I would like
Yeah,
to
they're trying to
listen
split
and
up the
learn.
bloodline. That's why they did that with his sons. Well, the son, the Ham was the Cushites and the this and the that. Their daddy was still Noah. That DNA is still Jesus. That whole strand, that whole lineage. Okay, it's Jesus' lineage. You cannot split up that blood because Noah was still their daddy. Okay, I don't care if you sum up. You say he went this way and he became Egyptian, and this one was Cushite, and this one was no. They're still in the bloodline. But when you go to tweaking with people, tweaking with the word, stuff started being misrepresented. Just like they said black people is cursed. Black people is not cursed, okay? And they get the word, they mistranslated that whole word. I did a whole video about that, how they mistraded a lot of the books in the Bible are mis well, not misinterpreted, but they didn't what do you call it? Uh they mistranslated the translations because they didn't know ancient Hebrew. And I think they took some stuff away and then they added some stuff too. And I'm talking about them Holy Romans. That's why you got to read more books than just the Bible. Do you see what I'm
Mm.
saying? And there's a reason why the Torah, the Jewish Torah, only has 5 books: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. No, I'm sorry, I'm in the New Testament, child. But anyway, that's why it's on the first books: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. That's Old Testament.
Mm.
That's the only 5 books that they have, right? And
Yeah,
the
I like
reason that's the
Deuteronomy.
reason why they only have 5 books. But I don't agree with the Ashkenazi Jews not believing in Jesus the Christ. Do you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they're still splitting up the bloodline. It's real shady, but okay.
Well, I'm gonna be here for that. I'm going for my walk, Miss Olivia,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna enjoy my beauty. The sunshine is out, so I'm
All
gonna enjoy
right.
the day. So I want y'all to be safe and keep y'all head up,
Okay.
even when you're sinking. Try to aim for that surface of the water, please. God will grab your hand.
I
Trust me.
know that's right. Honey,
Yeah,
please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you
baby.
used to.
Oh, let me go head on, baby. Before I have another word, baby. Let me go head on. Y'all have a good day. Go ahead.
Have a good day, Brian. Thanks for coming up, baby. Ooh, the Brian go. But yeah. But anyway, y'all, I guess I'm gonna get off here too. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get back to doing some real content. I know I strayed away for a minute, chat, but stuff be blending in, and I'm gonna get off here so I can watch some more news as it pertains to the hostages being released. That is a good thing. They removed 21 books from the Bible. King James version is not. No, King James. We can't discount the Ethiopian Bible. We can't discount the Torah. What is that other Bible? Um, mm, the Talmud. There's another one. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, I have to get it to my notes, get it to that frame of mind. But honey, this wasn't about that. But I'm gonna start doing some actual content again. Because it's only so much you can talk about over here on a day-to-day basis, child. Oh Lord, I just and it's cool. I'm real messy, but like I said, I like when it comes to the matrix, okay, that we living in. I like the core matrix. The core matrix for me is our reality, and so that's what I want to talk about. I'm gonna start doing my videos again. I don't want to be bored all the time talking about this nonsense. But as far as this trip go, uh I mean, it can be some good content coming out of it. Now, I'm wondering who all these secret people is that's supposed to be showing up, because I have no idea that Duchess Kelly Love even knew Ness like that. That was a revelation to me. I missed that part. I had no idea. Cause y'all know I don't have to be paying attention, but honey, I didn't. I'm like, what? So Brian think he gonna be there, and then. But if oh child, if something like that happened, whatever that Stephen got planned or whatever, honey, that can go by the wayside, because he can end up not being paid any attention to at all. Cause honey, when beef sector people really do get started, it really is good content. Okay, so all right, I guess it might be some drama in Seattle after all. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see, right? That'll be very, very interesting. I'm like, what? What? Cause some of the names that I heard, I mean, that mix right there, I don't know how that I don't know if it's gonna blend well together. But I do think Brian is gonna go. He wanna go. I think he gonna be there. Uh and the reason why I said don't go, Brian, uh, is because I don't wanna have to slap fire for nobody's map. Everybody ain't nothing to play with. you know? And so, yeah, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what it's gonna be like, be Septo. Okay? And then we know you got that other Cation coming up. And but I'll be listening out, child. I'll be listening out. The more messy it is, it's just the potent. Now, last time when it was Ness-Cation in Vegas, it ended up being very boring. And maybe Ness want to redo, and hopefully this one will be filled with more drama. Hopefully, it'll be some good content. Cause see, back in the day, them old beef sectifications used to be full of drama, okay? And people talked about them for years. Cause it was some good content coming out of those cations, okay? So we're gonna have to, and a lot of these people are younger, and it should be more drama going on. I'm like, really? This is what we doing? Y'all gonna be born like that? I mean, for real? Child. It was so boring that if I would have went on vacation, I would have wanted to hang around with Sean Bradley and his crew. It seemed like they had fun for real, you know, with the dinners and the shopping and all that sort of thing. I'm thinking, okay, I'm feeling it. That's grown woman stuff, I'm feeling that. But going around hungry and all of that, that ain't my testimony. But anyway, child, let me get up out of here. I have really enjoyed this video, y'all. If you came in late, please be part of the replay gang. Please hit that like button on your way out the door. Thank you, Max Boogie, for hitting the link. Thank you, Brian, for hitting the link. Thank you guys for being so interactive in the chat. The chat make everything fun. It take it to a whole nother level. A lot of times, thank you guys for having the conversation with me. You know what I mean? Later, Ronnie Howard. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I didn't even realize it was Columbus Day for real. I mean, I don't celebrate nothing like that, but not that. I don't. I'm like, what? But okay. The kids is in school today and everything, and so I'm thinking, okay, and they all fall break now, and honey, it's a lot going on. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Like I said, you guys be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is my time of year, except for the allergies, of course. But then, I always got allergies. I got 365-day allergies. Okay, my allergies really never go away. You too, Treasure. And thanks for doing the video that you did, Treasure. I really, really liked that video, and I got a lesson out of that video. And Treasure, if you came in late, I hope you'll go back and listen to what I said, comparing your video to what's going on with this Ness-Cation situation. That's why your name is in the title of Treasure. Because I took the story, what you said yesterday, and I likened it to what's going on now, especially when you was talking about, okay, Miss O. Why would I not be cool with you? I'm no joke. I ain't did nothing to you. Have I said something disrespectful to you? I don't even know who you are. You're not even from the B sector, right? Yeah, please roll it back, Treasure, because I got a lesson out of that, you know. And that's why I likened it to what is going on right now. And so yeah, like I really appreciate that. I can listen. I only can listen to some people and take them seriously. You know what I mean? You didn't even notice my yeah, honey. I put your name in the title. Hey, sincere. Yeah, because I used I heard what you said, and like I said, I likened it to what's going on, and that's why I put your name in the title because it was really kind of it was really kind of a what do you call it, a review kind of sort of a video of your video, if we really want to talk about it. And so yeah, I seen you and Max, and I clicked, yeah, Max came up. And it was a good conversation. It's like, oh my God, you haven't. Olivia just giving you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to offend anybody. You know what I mean? It's just my commentary. I don't take this stuff personal. I don't take it to heart. Some people get upset with my commentary. I don't know why. I just be over here doing me. Okay? I just be doing me. You know? And everybody ought to be cool with the oracle at the end of the day, because I don't take no sides. Okay, the only side I take is mine and the side of the Almighty. I take the side of the Almighty first, and then I take my side. Everybody else is under that. Okay, that's just the way I feel about it. I'm like, child, but like I said, I learned my lesson years ago about being overly invested, child, in people I don't know. I do. I learned it well. Okay. So anyway, uh, I gotta go. I'm not like that. We can agree to disagree. But yeah, cause we're all adults. You know what I mean? So yeah, when it comes to this stuff right here, when I click off of YouTube, honey, I'm off of YouTube. I be having to pull myself back to YouTube, child. To talk to my people. You know what I mean? To do my video. You know what I mean? I be up, child. Cause I still got some porch watchers, and I appreciate everybody clicking in to listen. You know what I mean? But y'all please hit that like button. I hope I got 100 likes. But honey, I'm like TrezurLane. I be having to pull myself over here. Okay, child. But I tell you one thing, I'm gonna get invested again in is I'm gonna get invested into doing me some real content again. Cause I done got that bug wanting to do some real content again, honey. And there are several things I want to talk about that don't have nothing to do with the beef sector. Okay. So anyway, y'all stay tuned for that. You have a blessed day too, because that's what we're going to be doing. Um, I don't know if I want to. I want to talk about the Nubians, the ancient Nubians, the Black Pharaohs is what they call them, but they was a Kushite dynasty. I think I'm gonna do the video on that. I think I'm gonna do that sometime this week. I really do. And I want to do the video about the DNA, the Jesus strand that I was talking about, and 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 then there's a movie on YouTube called the Jesus strand, but I don't know what the hell they talking about. But I can just put my spin on it, okay? I am. Life is good, right, Treasure? I can't be overly invested with the nonsense. I can't. I can't. Mm-mm. And then the B sector ain't the B sector no more. You know what I mean? And so you got a whole different breed of people over here, and it's just very interesting. You know what I mean, Treasure? But like I said, I took I listened to your whole video yesterday, and I likened it to what's going on now. And I was like, you know what? Do he know how relevant he is when he bringing up this subject right here? And so I don't know if you did it on purpose or if you just did it because you felt like talking about that, but it is so relevant to what's going on with the sector right now. Treasure, I was like, okay, you're right about that, you know. And that's why I said sometimes these B sector folks, they be overly inviting, honey. They be really, really inviting, okay? And they need to stick to the rivers and the lakes that they used to. Okay? Child, I don't always keep with going. I guess keep up with going on because my life. But absolutely, and I hope everybody's life is very important. You know, but people don't realize that you can slip up, and this algorithm will become your life. This algorithm will be running you, And that's unfortunate. Don't go around here letting no dang on computers run your life, make you mess up your life and get overly invested and getting all stressed out and getting PTSD. And it ain't got to be all that, man. That stuff is not necessary. We are all adults. I move strategically. LOL. Yeah, I got it, James. Okay, thanks for confirming that. You know what I mean? Happy to see you there. Yes, absolutely. I love that live. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Child, I got it. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for confirming it for me. I appreciate that. Because I picked it up. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know what? So yeah, I absolutely got it. But anyway, y'all, I know I done said this about 10 minutes ago. I'm going to go for real. Um, Child, I got things I got to do. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. Please hit that like button. Please be part of the replay gang. Y'all be safe. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.